Hey guys, new video here. This is the 100% accurate tier list for new players. Okay? Wait, what is this? Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoa. Wait, these don't have all of them though, do they? Do these have all of them? Wait, do these have all of them though? No, there's no way these are all of them. Oh, there's pages. Next page. Oh, it does have all of them. Oh, snap. I can just drag the image. I can do it. I can just drag the images. Oh, I don't need someone to do it for me. Well, if someone wants to drag all the images into a file and then give me like a little Dropbox thingy. Oh my god, I can just drag them. Okay. I gotta restart the video, guys. I gotta restart the video. Hold on. New marker. Okay. Hey guys, new video here. This is the Ascendancy's tier list. This is 100% non-debatable, 20,000 hours in Path of Exile. We're gonna go over the Ascendancies and rank them, and then we're gonna like just show the new players, because new players always ask, what is the best? What's like the best for this? What's the best for that? And yeah, it's gonna be pretty accurate. So what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna rank them here. There's S tier, Omega Lol tier. We're gonna change that to like instead of Omega Lol, like actually cringe. Okay, that is the name of it. Like this is actually cringe tier. Okay, and this is like this one will be like instead of D tier, it's like vegan tier. All right. Okay. So we're gonna start with Trickster. Okay. Now once again, this video that I'm gonna upload to YouTube, okay, this is for new players. So we're not gonna do any like crazy interactions, any like meta power gaming scenarios where like in this like niche situation. It's just gonna be overall. This is for new players who want to know what is the best overall. Okay. Yo, Breeder Jake, thanks for resubbing, dude. Thank you. Are you gonna play HC SSF next league? Yeah, well, obviously. Let's start with the Trickster. Now the oh, I should probably pick up my POB so like we can see the stuff. Hold on. Path of Building. Yeah, this video is scuffed. I should probably get out my Path of Building so we can at least see the Ascendancy if we need some clarification now. Where's Trickster? Here, let me do this. I'll just do it like. I'll just make this kind of small. Is this as small as it goes? Where's my POB? Is it here? There it is. There it is, guys. I don't need the left side. I can just do this. See this? Like just right here. And this can go like right here, right? Alright, there we go. Easy video, dude. Easy video. Okay, so we're gonna do Trickster. Now Trickster has some really nice things to it. Now the thing that I like about Trickster, and you guys can pitch in your thoughts too. If I missed anything or you guys know something really juicy that's like new player friendly, you can contribute to the video. Okay, so Trickster, one thing I really like is that when you reach level 30 something and you're a noob trying to do your first Ascendancy, you want like a big kick in power, right? And Swift Killer is insane because you'll always have power and Frenzy Charger, which is more crit and more damage overall. And it's nice because more damage early on sucks, right? Because you, like 10% more damage at level 2 is the same as 10% increase. But by the time you get this Ascendancy, you already have a lot of increased multipliers on the tree, so that those frenzies are nice. And then you also it's also like easy to use. You don't have to know a lot about the game to benefit from this. So I like that. You know, there's big damage. There's things for dots. There's like free movement is really nice. There's like recovery, which is nice. So that's cool. So Trickster and also some defense over here. So I think 2 hour long video. I don't know. It might be pretty long. Who knows? So for new players, I would put Trickster in the S tier. I'm going to put Trickster in the S tier. Now, the reason that it's S tier is because easy, once again, noob friendly, lots of builds that can go with it. Huge power gain, right? Like huge power gain from getting each of your Ascendancies, right? So nice progression. It's got a nice theme. And S tier Keck W. What do you mean, dude? This is a new player video. What are you talking about? This is like for new players, Trickster is insane, right? And also the very new player friendly video or builds like ED, you know, things like that. It's just like, it's so good, dude. It's so good. All right, look, it's so good. So yeah, remember, this is a new player video. It is actually S tier. It's actually S tier, dude. It's so good because it gets a free. I mean, it gets a free Cinder Swallow. It's insane, dude. It's definitely S tier. All right. ED is actually very hard to play. Yeah, maybe if you have no hands. If you have no hands, then ED is hard to play. You got look, okay. It's like, I don't know. Bar's pretty low for ED. Yeah, Trickster does a lot, dude. And then also the Ascendancies make sense. All right, like look at this. Like Harness the Void. Everyone's gonna know what that means. So Trickster, I'm gonna put it S tier. I'm gonna put Trickster in S tier. Okay, I put it A tier. I put it A tier. I put it A tier. I changed my mind, dude. 20,000 hours in this game, by the way. I'm gonna put Trickster. Okay, Chad has swayed my decision. I'm gonna put Trickster in the A tier. Okay, it's in the A tier. It's very, very good across the board. Okay, definitely A tier. It's like between S tier and A tier. It's A tier. It's A tier. Okay, so if you are a Trickster, okay, it's in the S tier. It's in the S tier. Okay, I guess it's in the S tier. It's in the S tier. Okay, so remember, new player video. Okay. So Trickster, if you're a new player wanting to play an Ascendancy, and you want something strong, easy to play, we gotta do like keywords. You know how like skill gems have keywords like cold, fire, spell, AOE. Okay, so the keywords for Trickster are easy, progression, strong, fast. And anime. Yes. Okay, stunning and brave. Yeah. Okay, so Trickster's S tier. I've concluded my decision. Next, Slayer. Slayer is this guy down here. We're gonna go bottom right to like top left. Okay. So Slayer right here is recently nerfed, but still good. Very crazy history with Slayer. Slayer has like been all around. Now, if we go to the Slayer on here, he's down here. Okay, he's right here. Now, if you go Slayer, he's got like some nice tools, especially the Overleech. Now, the Overleech is a new player friendly thing and a quality of life thing that you don't always go if you know what you're doing. But if you're a new player, it has some options. And AoE, getting AoE on Ascendancy is like super good. I'm going to say that also with the Culling Strike, which helps a lot on overall content. Once again, this is for overall content. It's not just for mapping, just for bossing, just for whatever. It's for overall getting a little bit of each type of content. So I'm going to say that Slayer, one thing that makes Slayer kind of bad is that if you want to go spells or you want to play more of like a mage, battle mage kind of dude, you can't really do it on Slayer. Like there's just so many better options. So comparatively, if you're going to go an attack build, Slayer is like, it's okay, but I'm going to put Slayer in the B tier. I'm going to put Slayer in the B tier. No. Because Gladiator exists, I put Slayer in the C tier. I'm going to put Slayer in the C tier because Gladiator is the new hotness on the block after they added Challenger charges. So only because Challenger charges exist is Slayer C tier. Because this is for new players, right? For new players. Because new players, they don't know how to get leech. They nerfed some of the leech mechanics. They made the leech mechanics kind of complicated. A new player isn't going to really take full advantage of things like the reflected thing or the Bane of Legend. I don't know. I just don't think they're going to really. They're not going to have as good of a time with Slayer out of the box as they will with some other stuff. So I think that Slayer is a C tier. It's like okay. It's okay. Slayer good with bows. Yeah, but once again, this is a new player video. You can't say that Slayer's good with bows because of this base crit chance thingy, because you can't do that because as a new player, they're not gonna know what that is. They're not gonna pick up if a new player is playing a bow skill, like they need to play like a Deadeye or like a Pathfinder, or like whatever, or Raider even, okay, or I mean hell, even a Gladiator, okay, no, not Gladiator, but like you know what I mean, okay, or even like a Scion, okay. Okay, so Slayer is in the C tier. Now, C tier doesn't mean bad. C tier is just like, it's okay, right? It's okay. It's the average. It's okay for a new player to play this. If you are playing like some specific attacks, it can maybe go in B tier, but most of the time it's C tier. I'll talk about Saboteur. Make it B. Slayer is not B tier. Slayer is not B tier, dude. It is not B tier. Let's talk about the Saboteur. Now, the Saboteur, mines and traps have been reworked in the recent, recently in PoE. Now, Saboteur is kind of weird because it's so focused. Like the Ascendancy is so focused on traps and mines, where even within traps and mines, if you take one over the other, it's a different Ascendancy thingy. I have to say that mine playstyle and trap playstyle, it's kind of strange support gems because there's so many options, and it's kind of a strange playstyle. It's kind of a delayed playstyle. For new players, I'm gonna say, and having to press a detonate mines button and having a detonate mines gem is kind of weird. I have to put it in the actually cringe tier. All right. I'm going to have to put it in the actually cringe tier. And yeah, it's, if you're remember, new player video, by the way. It's a new player video. You don't want to go traps or mines, okay? Because you're going to miss your traps. You're going to miss your mines. You're not going to know how to scale them with the support gems. You're not going to know these weird ass items that you need to use. You don't know if the scaling actually works for the traps or mines. This is a new player video, okay? I have to say that after everyone. So, and also, when you play ARPG, we have to think about a new player is coming from Diablo, Torchlight, Wolfson, Last Epoch, Diablo 2, Torchlight Frontiers. If you're watching this video in the future, Diablo 4, Sacred, yeah. So Minecraft. So basically, you expect when you play an ARPG, you expect to have some level of like zoom and some level of like non-clunkiness. So even though I think mines are pretty cool, like icicle mines are sick, I have to put them actually cringe tier for new players. You don't want to do that to yourself. You're gonna hate yourself. Trust me. Hey Nizmat, thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're going over a tier list. We're making a new player video about tier list of the ascendancies that you should choose. Or the power level for noobs of different ascendancies. Okay, so Smoke Mine is OP now that they fixed the double mine drop. What kind of new player is going to be super speedy lab farming or racing? This is overall, dude. Okay, so basically this is actually cringe ascendancy for new players because even though the mines are super strong, you're not going to feel like you're really playing an ARPG too much. It's a very jarring playstyle. So it's actually cringe for new players. Hey, Lily's here. Hey, Lily, you want to come here with me? You want to come get on your bag, silly? Lily, you better get over here. My dog's here. All right, so now it is actually cringe. Okay, next we have the Raider. Now the Raider has some very strong defensives. Like, even though you think Raider, you look at it, you're like, okay, it's kind of offensive, which it is. The Raider has some extremely nice more multipliers to defense. It's relatively speedy. It is a good base ascendancy, so if you make a mistake, which you will as a new player, you can switch your ascendancy to something else. Raider is... It has a lot of wording on the ascendancy, and the application of these skills makes a lot of sense. Everyone's going to know what move speed and onslaught is because you get those as quest rewards, right? Everyone's going to know that, like, you know, like defense and, like, you know, maybe they might not know, like, the full-blown, you know, dodge, evasion things, but, like, everyone knows onslaught, move speed, like, all this stuff. So I think that it's... it's a relatively good class. And if you go delving, you can easily switch between delving and zooming in a map. It works without special gear. It's just all around okay. It's not very widely played. So I'm gonna put the Raider in the C tier. I'm gonna put the Raider I'm gonna put the Raider in the B tier for new players. This is a new player video. I'm gonna put Raider in the B tier. It's good. It does well. It does well for content if you are doing all around content and it functions out of the box. If you mess up the Ascendancy or mess up your skill tree, your things will still work. I think it's good. I think it's a B tier. I'm gonna put it to a B tier. Right? Alright. How is Slayer C tier? This is undisputable build guide, by the way, because 20,000 hours. Okay, and I just want to show you guys something. Hold on. If any new players out there are wondering about what my criteria are for playing the Ascendancies, I'm gonna go real quick. I'm just gonna toot my own horn. Let's just pull this up. All right, look at this. I've literally played all the Ascendancies to level 100. All right, this is if you're coming from Diablo, this is basically have primal ancient items on every single class on every single slot. All right, in one league, I played every single Ascendancy to level 100. By the way, all right, I'm just gonna put that out there right now. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there right now. All right, so I was there. Yeah, true story. All right. So next we're gonna talk about the Pathfinder. Let's talk about the Pathfinder. Now, the Pathfinder is, from a new perspective, weird. Because it's not intuitive when you mouse over. You're like, flasks? Okay, I have some life flasks, maybe a quicksilver, maybe a quartz, maybe a granite basalt flask. And you're like, flasks? And like gaining flasks and like some speed. It's like, you might think it's F tier when you're new. Because you don't know like how much you have uptime. You don't know about the unique flasks. You don't know if like, you don't know the functionality. So it's gonna look weird at first, but Pathfinder can do a lot. It's a base Ranger Ascendancy. You can always change. For a new player, it's gonna be vegan. It's gonna be vegan because you just don't know how to maximize your flasks, and for a lot of builds, there's better options. Right, but Pathfinder for certain builds like whale skills is the best. Now if you're not a noob, Pathfinder would actually be S tier because they changed the brutal restraint flask workage. So if you're not a noob, Pathfinder is actually S tier, but it just takes a little bit of work. So it's in the vegan tier. Actually S tier, but for noobs, vegan. Yeah. It's hipster trash. It's not trash. It's just like it's a little bit wonky. Okay, so yeah. If you're like a veteran, it's S tier. Okay, if you're a noob, it's here. All right, we should. Okay, so that's a tier right here. Okay, let's talk about the Aki. Let's talk about the Aki real quick. Now, Aki is focused on cold or chow skills. Okay, I don't know where. Look, I was playing the game 20,000 hours. Didn't know where the Aki thing was in POB. Now, Aki, it's half cold Ascendancy, half chows. You might find more build guides for the purple skills, okay, because they are easy. They're usually low levels and like functioning at low levels, right? Good effectiveness. And I would have to say that the Aki, going Bane, going Essence Strain, going even one day going Death's Oath, going Vortex, going Cold Snap, going it's the skills make sense and it looks like a lot of power, and it used to have a lot more defensives. It got nerfed in its defense department for ES, but ES was kind of weird to build as a noob. But it's very strong. Right when you get your 2 and 4 and 6 ascendancies, we can't rely on Uber ascendancies, okay? But once you get like 4 and 6 ascendancies, it becomes a beast, and it's very fun to see on-kill effects, right? I don't think enough Ascendancies have on-kill effects, and it's like good protection against annoying things in the build, right? Being able to curse hexproof, being able to generate charges, being able to like get more damage multipliers when you know that that's probably going to be pretty good no matter what. I'm going to put Aki in the A tier. Yeah. It was S tier. Yeah, before the nerfs, it's like super S tier. Now even for noobs and experienced players, it's in the A tier. It is in the A tier for sure. It's good, right? Do you expect new players to understand curses and charges? Well, you don't have to understand charges if you get this. I mean, look, the Aki is good. It's just good, dude. And we have to remember the starting position of Witch is super good, okay? Starting position is like insanely good. Look at it. You just go spell damage. You just get all the spell damage. You just go like this. You go like this. This is my, oh my god, not like this. Witch. This is my skill tree early on. Look at this. I take all this damage. You can just do this. You can literally do this. Look at this. Look at this. That's my skill tree as a new player because I'm dumb and it's still good. It's still good, right? Look at this. I can take this. I summoned some zombies off the coast too. All right, it's actually insane. Look at that skill tree, dude. Hey, it's better than IGN reviewers' skill tree, so still works. It works, dude. That's not a good tree. It's fine though. It works, dude. You know how much damage I just got there? I just got more damage than you'll ever see in your life. All right. So yeah, you don't know about damage. You probably stack armor because you don't want to get hit by porkies. All right. So you want skill gems? Yeah, I'm still doing the skill gems thingy. I'm gonna do the skill gems later. Let's talk about the Elementalist. That's Necromancer, actually. Okay, that looks the shining eyes. I thought was Elementalist. This is actually Elementalist. Okay. Playing the game 6 years, by the way. Okay, let's talk about the Elementalist. Okay, no. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. I thought that this was the Elementalist for a second. 20,000 hours, by the way. Yo, this is the Elementalist. I knew the angle wasn't right, dude. I'm playing too much Diablo. All right, so let's talk about Elementalist first. Now, the Elementalist is actually S tier. Okay, I don't even need to explain this because like you just mouse over some of this stuff and you're just like, damn, dude. Damn. It's just like, wow. It's, once again, new player video. For new players, the Elementalist right out of the box with any spell basically except for the Chow spells is insane. It is just, you just take this pendulum of destruction for your first two and you're just like, you just like obliterate stuff, okay? Just pick a skill and then boom, you're obliterating at the end game. It's awesome, you know. It's cool. Yeah, you can't. It's hard to mess up. So this skill, this Ascendancy would be tagged as easy, idiot proof, AOE, and damage. That is what it would be tagged with. Okay. Okay. It's easy. It just works. It's like an Apple. It's like an Apple monitor stand. It just works. Okay. It's actually really good. Now it did get nerfed a little bit. Okay. It did get nerfed a little bit, but still good. Yeah, and you got a female character. Okay. Next, let's talk about a Necromancer. A Necromancer just instantly right now. There might be a little bit of nerfs to like certain summons next league, but if you're a noob, Necromancer is easy S tier. Just the easiest S tier because you will not find another class that you can go from one to all the content in the game, picking whatever minions you want, really, as long as you're following somewhat of a build guide. It is hard to mess up. You have so many options because another cool thing is like if you're a noob and you don't like zombies, you can go skellies. You don't like skellies, you go specters. You don't like specters, you can go Jolems. You don't like Jolems, you don't like any of them, you can do a mix. You like all of them, you can do a mix of all of them. It just works. It just works. It's an S tier. This is a new player video, by the way. It's S tier. It's like 10 builds in one. It's insane. It's actually insane. Now once again, there might be some changes to it next league, but the reason that like 40% of people do it is because it's just good. All right, you could do other stuff. You could do VD. VD was done even at on the third day of Blight League and just like AFKing the blighted maps. It's easy to do. Well, you probably wouldn't do VD as a new player, but overall the Necromancer is insane. The reworked skill tree for Necromancer is so good. Like everything on this tree is just like, wow, that's pretty cool. right? It's so good. I want like 20 Ascendancy points so I can do this tree. Let's go with the Juggernaut. Now the Juggernaut, let's talk about the Juggernaut. If you're a hardcore player, you can play the Juggernaut, I guess. It's very defensive. You get a little jug action. Oh, man. Some of these sentences don't even matter unless you're playing certain weird styles. I mean, I think if you're a noob, the jug, I'm gonna put the jug in actually cringe. I'm gonna put it in the actually cringe tier. No. I'm gonna put it in the vegan tier, because some people like playing tanks. It's actually vegan. It's actually vegan, dude. Because you're trolling. No. This is a new player video. Because if you get it, who gets into an ARPG to play a tank, dude? When when did you get into an ARPG to play a tanky character? No. If you want a tank, you go play World of Warcraft, dude. All right, you go play World of Warcraft. You can go tank there. Okay. Nobody wants to play this. No one wants to do this, dude. Like, look at the nodes. Like, the nodes are actually dumb. Right? It's like, oh, I get endurance charted, I get like defensives, like it's like no, not like this. So if you're a noob, I would not recommend the Juggernaut because it's so boring. It's boring, it's slow, and it's not that fun. And your starting location on the tree, you have to be a Marauder. So that in itself is bad. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to do that to yourself, okay? Yeah, so Juggernaut is definitely in the vegan tier. Now, if the keywords for Juggernaut as a noob are slow, boring, tanky, and slow. The skills have nothing to do with the Sensi. All right. Now, next on the tier list is the Inquisitor. Okay. Next on the list is Inquisitor. And I'm going to put the Inquisitor for a new player in the cringe tier. It's actually in the cringe tier. Okay, it's actually cringe, dude. Because, and here's why. All right? Because you have no idea what any of your ascendancies do, okay? You have no idea. All right, you have no idea what a Neville Judgment is. You have no idea what Instruments of Virtue. You probably don't even get half your Instruments of Virtue. There's no way you're gonna be doing all, like, it's just like all the things are actually bad because this used to be good, but now it's too low of a value to be good. This doesn't actually matter that much, and there's so many more. Like in the game today, this is actually a less damage multiplier for most builds because there's so many ways to apply negative resistance. They actually just changed how the curses work on bosses and stuff and things like that. There's like exposure added to the game. So this is actually a cringe ascendancy that should be changed pretty soon. Okay, this is actually hurting you for most things. So I just think it's bad. And then this is taking extra damage as a more multiplier, but nearby, it's kind of bad. So if you're a noob, don't play this. It's going to be confusing, and you might think it's powerful, but it's not, right? It's not. It's just cringy. It's just a cringy ascendancy these days. If you're an experienced player, it might be vegan. Like, you might be able to go Inquisitor because reasons. But it's like, it's actually cringe. I'll tell a Hierophant. Now, Hierophant, I'm going to put Hierophant in the A tier. Okay? Here we go. Now, Hierophant is definitely A tier because you can go totems with it. And a lot of people don't know that there's Pursuit of Faith. Like, if you go totems as a noob, totems are like a noob skill. Totems are definitely a noob skill. And this Pursuit of Faith passive is insane because you get free damage for killing monsters. And he's just a cool guy. He's got a lot of stuff. I mean, like, he's got mana stuff. He's got defensives. He's got Arcane Surge. Arcane Surge is a level 1 gem. You know how that works. It's like everything kind of makes sense. And following totem build guides is super easy. and when you play totems, you'll feel really effective, and with a hierophant, you'll feel pretty cool. And you start as a Templar on the tree. So as a Templar start, you have a lot of life options as well as damage options because you're right next to Witch as well. So I think that hierophant's pretty cool. Let's talk about the Guardian. The Guardian's actually cringe. I'm not going to talk about the Guardian because I literally can't tell you what the name of any of the Guardian notables are on the tree. I can't tell you because they all suck. All right. If you're this is a new player video, by the way. There's no way you're playing this guy as a noob. There's no way you want to play this guy. There's no way you don't even know what the ascendancies do. You have no idea what the wording means. You can't play this. You're gonna hurt yourself playing this build. It's not fun. It's definitely worse than Jug or Inquisitor. Yeah, this is a unanimous cringy class right here. Okay, you know it's bad when the Ascendancy focuses on like a certain skill that nobody uses. You know what I mean? It's like imagine if Hierophant had 4 points dedicated to Caustic Arrow. Like there's just 4 points dedicated to Caustic Arrow, and you'd be like, wait a minute, what? That's basically Guardian, but like for everything. Okay. So yeah. So that's definitely down here. Okay. Is it a boomer Ascendancy? Guardian has been able to achieve great heights in certain areas, but it'll never be a good class to play overall. Okay. So yeah, just not that great. Next, the Gladiator. Gladiator is going to go into. It would be S tier, but I'm going to put it in the A tier. Now, it's only not in the S tier because besides the Challenger charges, it's hard for you to apply bleed explosions, and the other things aren't too much like more damage multipliers. So it is going to go into A tier just because Challenger charges always feel good, because Challenger charges is a more multiplier to your movement speed and your attack speed. It has become my favorite way to level when I play my Twink leveling Rain of Arrows. It is by far my favorite Ascendancy to level because of those Challenger charges. The Challenger charges are mindless as long as you're not in the wrong, as long as you're not in Blood Stance. They're very easy to get when you're leveling, when you're doing your lower tier maps, when you're just playing random content. You can switch. They're so easy to get. So that alone, having a snappy character, it feels like Diablo 3 combat, being able to move around and just get out of animations faster. Well, it's not really animation speed. It's not Tailwind, but it's almost the same thing. So it's really sick. Come on. Hey, Big Tipsy, thanks for subbing tier 2 sub for 8 trillion years. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Welcome back. And if you can get some bleeds, if you can get a little bit extra Ascendancy, work with the Ascendancy a little bit, you can get a little bit extra juice, although it won't be a more multiplier to your damage like some of these other Ascendancies, right? Because you're probably going to go gratuitous violence, you're probably going to go outmatch, outlast. There are some max block, like some block tanky builds, but you're not going to play that early on. So it's okay. It's like if it had more damage multipliers or like playstyle multipliers, then it would be, or I guess more universal multipliers, it would be easily S tier, but it's gonna be A tier. It's gonna be A tier. Okay, next is the Deadeye. Okay, the Deadeye. Deadeye, easily S tier. Easily S tier. Across the board, Deadeye is S tier. I gotta rank it like this. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rank it in each tier. We have to rank it as well. So in the S tier, it's like Deadeye. Remember, this is a new video, but like in each, it's gonna be like this. I think it's gonna be like. Wait, hold on. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like, I think like this. Wait, how come I can't? Okay, there we go. It's gonna be like this. And actually, that's true. That's right. Okay. So let's talk about the Deadeye. Okay, the Deadeye. Every 2 points you get from Ascendancy is kind of massive. The starting 2 points at level 30 something is insane. The end here is insane. Even if you don't choose these two, like I mean, these are like, they can work, but like it's just so crazy. Like you could actually put an exalt value on some of these Ascendancies, whereas like you can't really put an exalt value on like or on like Beacon of Ruin, okay? But like these things are big money ascendancies, okay? Yeah. So the Deadeye is so good for bow skills. If you want to play mines, you won't go Saboteur. You're gonna go Deadeye, or for the Icicle mines at least. Animation speed is crazy. Bows are just like really cool, really iconic playstyle. The effects of these are just like, it's just so good. It's so much damage. It's so much speed. It's nice. It's like a nice ARPG class. Okay, so that is pretty badass. So Deadeye, and there's so many build guides too. Like bows and bow skills are pretty new friendly, and there's so many build guides for it. It's great. It's great. Okay, so nothing needs to be said about this. Get your once you get your Tailwind, you're gonna be loving it. Okay, it's just super good. Okay, it's super good because and also all the arrow skill guides for new players are so detailed. Well, the one we looked at wasn't that great, but most of them have a step-by-step thing. Okay, so that's great. That's great. You will have a good time playing all kinds of content with Deadeye. Let's talk about the Chieftain. Now, the Chieftain is interesting, but also weird because if you look at the skill tree, it's a loop. Look at that. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird to me. But Chieftain for a noob has. When we talk about ignites have been changed in a way where it's easier to apply and scale them without Ascendancy. And ignites themselves, you will not have the money nor the experience to scale your ignites or fire damage in a way that can be a little bit OP on some of the other builds or classes. So the Chieftain doesn't provide enough to force the playstyle. It seems like a fire playstyle, but at the same time, half the tree is totems, half the tree is like some kind of defense. It's thematically it's cool, but playability, I'm gonna put it in the C tier. No, it's not even in the C tier because like Slayer can actually be played for a lot of attack skills and you have a really good time, but the Chieftain is gonna be in the vegan tier. The one thing it has going for it is if a new player is playing throughout, like let's say they get to low tier maps and they don't have capped resist, the Chieftain gives you 100 free fire resist, which is pretty good, actually. It is pretty good. Yeah, it's definitely higher than Jug. Yeah. I'll put it a bit higher than Jug, though, for sure. So it's going to be in the vegan tier. I wouldn't recommend this if you're playing the game, starting out the game. All right? Icons are organized? Oh, shit. Yo, does this actually work? Oh, my God. Yo, you actually did all the icons? Whoa. Dude, I downloaded it. I hope it's not a virus, dude. Okay. Jug is S tier for new players because they don't itemize for defense enough and mostly focus on damage. Well, the biggest nobody items for defense that much. Like we cap our res, right? But is the Jug gonna help you cap your res with like a little bit of extra endurance charges if they're even gonna like get those endurance charges? I don't know, dude. Look, I got level 100 on Jug in hardcore. Died 0 times. Okay. So I like to say I know a little bit about Jug. Okay, I have a level 100 hardcore Jug, and it's not that great. Okay, it's not that great. All right. So now we're gonna talk about the champion. Let's talk about the champion. Okay. He has 100. No. Having 100 in each ascendancy is not impressive. Okay, but I got 100 on every ascendancy in one league. Okay, that's real autism right there. So this tier list is not negotiable. If anyone tells you that this tier list is wrong in any way, they play Diablo 1. That's their level of gameplay. They beat the Butcher on Diablo 1 and they beat Bejeweled when they played on their phone, and they think that they can say something about the Ascendancy. That's basically what. So don't listen to anybody else when it comes to tier list. Okay, it's actually legitimately Chris Wilson stamp of approval on this one. Okay, let's talk about the champion. Now, champion is cool because it has Impale and Fortify stuff. And Impale is actually very easily scalable early game with you get your Tabula, you get 30C, and you can physical damage your way through all the content. It's good. It kind of makes sense. the points are effective. When you get Ascendancy points, they are very effective. You can't really play spells with it, and no one's really gonna be taking this usually over Glad or Slayer, or even like Trickster Deadeye or Assassin, which I'm talking about. I'm gonna say it's weird. It's weird. Very easy to cruise through all content on a champion if you want to. But limiting on the builds. And also not played that much. Low player play rate, and you might wonder why that is. D for Don the Crown. There's no D tier, there's only vegan tier. I mean, I guess it says limiting as playing like a Slayer or like I'm gonna put it in the C tier. It's kind of like a Slayer. I would actually like the Slayer a little bit more, but if you want to go Fizz and you want to have like really easy time with all content and scale your Impales, which is like kind of a new hotness, it's okay. It's a C tier. I just don't have that much to say about it, right? Like the keywords for Slayer, if you're a noob, it's just very vanilla. It's just like eating a frozen corn dog, right? It's fine, but it's nothing special about it, right? It's just a C tier. All right. Next, let's talk about the barbarian here. Hold on, quick edit. It's not a barbarian. It's a what's this guy called? Yo, what's this Ascendancy called? Yo, guys, what's this Ascendancy called? It's not a barbarian. It's a berserker. I've been playing too much Diablo, dude. Yeah. All right. Yo, play the game 20,000 hours, by the way. This is a berserker. It is the Marauder starting class over here. Now, if I were a veteran player, I would actually put Berserker somewhere in the A or the S tier, because it is the only class that can maintain the rage for the helmet enchant. That one thing actually makes it the juiciest guy in the entire game if you're an experienced player who wants to play that way. But if you look at the Berserker, it has undergone some changes to make it quite juicy. The 4-pointers on each side are impactful. The 2-pointer for 40% more damage is insane. Noobs will look at all the damage and go, holy shit, this has way more damage than under the class. New players, I think attacks are wrong for new players. I think spells are at least twice as good for new players, because there's a whole thing like itemization is easier. But I'm gonna say Berserker is fun, and you can get a lot of free damage. I'm gonna put it in the B tier. Because it looks good, and it does play well into maps. It is fast. It is a lot of damage. Yeah, it can cover all the areas of an attack build very well. Okay, it's good. It's fine. Okay. Next, the Assassin. Now, the Assassin instantly goes into S tier. It just instantly goes into S tier. No questions about it. It can be done with no money. It can be fast with no money. It has some insane passives after the rework. You can do different archetypes with this. It is just wonderful. The Mistwalker and the way that Elusive works now is crazy. It was added very recently. I'm gonna have to say that the Assassin is an easy S tier. You can league start with it. You can not know what you're doing and play with it. As long as you are not a dot build, I would say the Assassin is the way to go, right? I would say, like, don't play this as a dot build as a noob. Once again, this is a new video. Play it as some hitting build, some crit hitting build, and you're just gonna love yourself. You're gonna enjoy the game. And also, it's got a really cool portrait. I think I think it's just great. It's just solid. Like some of the stuff doesn't make sense. You might not know what some of the stuff means, but it's just good. It's just fast and good. Yeah, and it's just cool. It's cool. Is it better than Ellie? It's better than, well, I'm gonna put it right there. I think Ellie's maybe a little bit better because, like, you know, but I think it's great. I think it's actually significantly better than Trickster nowadays. Okay. And Scion is in the actual cringe tier. All right, that's the video. If you guys like the video, this is undebatable. If you like the video, stream every day on Twitch. You guys can follow me on twitch.tv/cutenedog_. And yeah, thanks for watching my YouTube video, guys. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye. All right. Didn't even talk about the Scion. It's a new player video. That was a new player video, so why would I ever talk about the Scion? Nothing to talk about. All right. This is played Scion, dude. Yo, I mean, look at that portrait. Like, if I was a noob, I would look at the portrait and be like, that's a bad Ascendancy class. You know why? Because it's a woman. Just kidding. That's not the reason. That was a joke. It's because it's just a weird looking portrait. It's just a weird looking portrait. Guys, you guys know it's not true. I literally have the best class in the game as a woman. The best 2 classes for noobs, as 3 out of the 5 are women. Look at this. Dude, women dominate. There's no glass ceiling here. It looks like Hillary Clinton. Yeah, it looks like a young Hillary Clinton. It looks like kind of looks like Judi Dench.